right now, for the first time, I'm reading Lonesome Dove, which is, I'm about 300 pages in. I've been reading it for about a year and a half. Oh, Chad Peacock?
Oh! Oh!
To repeat the question, it was said with a thick Philadelphia accent that he wrote a similar play back when we were in high school, because we went to high school together. Exactly the same. I wanted to know where he found it.
Wait, we changed the ending. How could it be exactly the same?
Yeah, we changed the ending. Sorry.
Oh!
Hey, Pepper! Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hell yeah. I feel like we collaborate all the time. I mean, even though this is the first time we've actually done something like this.
Formal.
Anything that I've ever been involved with, Brian's been a huge part of. Just as my friend and, sharing that I showed him cuts and stuff early on.
And Lee and I, we've been writing together now for about 12 years, and hopefully we'll make some more movies together. And we send every script to this guy. And yeah, we always, I would love to work with both of them again as much as possible.
We go back and forth with each other.
I think after all this time, we've really tried out just about every format, where Lee's typing, I'm typing, you take it home, I take it home. And as far as directing, we kind of just split that up. And one of the great things about working with Bradley is he is truly a director. I mean, he's got incredible, he's been on more sets than any of us, and he has so many ideas, and through the editing process, he can weigh in on things. And one of the nice things about, I think, all of our relationships is we're brutally, painfully honest with each other about this stuff, and it can be really frustrating. But at the same time, everyone kind of has been able to weigh in on all steps of this process.
Yeah, we're going to have I think we're going to do the same thing that you're in now, right now, for Silver Linings Playbook. And we're actually going to, I'm really proud of that movie, and it's very Philadelphia-centric. The character I play wears Deshaun Jackson's jersey for 3/4 of the movie. And we're going to be back here in Philly in the spring shooting another movie with David O. Russell. So we'll be back here again. Yep.
We play around with it. We'll do a Christopher Walken voice with Brian occasionally. But for this particular script, no, not this one. It was written so long ago, and it was just something that came about because
We wrote it so long ago, we wrote the part of the young man for Charlton Heston.
Yeah.
I did go, I was in Los Angeles in 1999 or 2000 when Jack Klugman read The Old Man, which was incredible. It is great uncle.
Philadelphia, Georgia. Got one over here in front. Thank you so much.
I know school teachers not here. Haven't we changed enough?
No, 8 is perfect. Just want to know if there's anything we would change. Of course. No, I mean, here's the truth. We shot this movie for a very low budget, and we shot it in 25 days. And if you know anything about making a movie like this, that was pretty insane schedule. Our producers who are up here, Jim Young and Tatiana Kelly, I mean, they really, they delivered so much for us. And so, but the point is, when you make a movie with those kind of constraints, there's always going to be like, oh shit, I wish I would have, you know, been able to do this or do that, you know, or get another take, or, you know, I mean, cameras, problems, you just don't have time, you know, so yeah, there's things that you know, there's like little holes that you see.
I don't think that we really have anything else to change it yet, to be honest with you. I think we pretty much used everything. I think there's,
More spare parts.
no more spare parts.
Juan, appreciated the shout out for the old man and the young man from Philadelphia.
Come on.
I want to thank you for doing this here. You know, you have a great time, a great group, and thank you for doing that. Karen has done a great job on some side, not only with promoting the experience today.
Thank you.
Thank you. As a great actor, but also a super here in Philadelphia. What you've done, certainly limitless not too long ago, being here tonight.
Pages that night, which
Lots of bench scene,
Yeah.
and all the Jeremy Irons and Bradley stuff. We wrote that real quick, and then the rest of it was impossible. But the first, the embryo of this story was very effortless and never really changed in all these years.
I think the important thing to say that for people who don't write is that it is not often that you get a chance to write 35 pages just cold like that in a couple hours. When you're young, you think that's going to happen all the time, and then you keep going, you realize it never happens. So it was really nice.
I mean, that's kind of like at the core of the ending of the film is for you to take the choice of whether there's an old man, whether this is, I mean, he says maybe it's just a story he made up, and maybe it is. Maybe Clay is this great writer who's found this metaphor to talk about some questions that a lot of us have, and we've been asked that question a lot of times, and I feel like we've been pretty reluctant to necessarily. I'm curious, Coop, what do you think?
Well, I think the secret's in the fact that his title is The Old Man. I think he's fictionalized. Well, that because he's fictional.
If I meant like to make a joke.
Yeah, Dicker.
I think in the end, to answer your question, we're more interested in what you think than what we could tell you.
I would like all our friends and family to go to every screening that we do. It's so much nicer. I like to know everybody in the audience.
Home field
I feel
advantage.
like they're rooting for you as opposed to wanting to tear you apart. It's a nice switch. It's okay, we can repeat the questions for you. So, you want to know how many endings we came up with before we came up with this ending. And starting the writing
I
process.
think you alone had about 30.
Yeah. And we
It's
switched.
really just variations on the same ending. It's not like it ended completely differently. It's just sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to preserve the ambiguity always. What is interesting, though, I will say, is that we switched about halfway through editing. We switched the first and the second act, which was, we said to our editor, has anyone ever done this before? Like taking the whole middle of the movie and started it off. We had it out of sequence originally. It was kind of written where you didn't know this old man came out.
To Paris first.
Yeah, we went to Paris in the 40s, and we wound up switching it.
I mean, everything. It all depends. Everything. I mean, fiction.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Maxim. What are you reading now?
Maxim. That's what I was reading.
Maxim on the plane, okay. You? What are you taking down?
I already said it.
What? Mad Libs? Yeah, me too, Mad Libs. I'm reading, right now, for the first time, I'm reading Lonesome Dove, which is, I'm about 300 pages in, I've been reading it for about a year and a half. Oh, Chet Peacock?
Whoa!
It was like back in '93. I heard this play for Belfry, and it was like exactly the same.
To repeat the question, it was said with a thick Philadelphia accent that he wrote a similar play back when we were in high school, because we went to high school together. Exactly the same. He wanted to know if he found it.
Wait, we changed the ending. Not going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, we changed the ending. Sorry.
Nice to see you guys.
Oh, hey, Pepper. Good, how you doing, man?
Oh, hell yeah. I feel like we collaborate all the time. I mean, even though this is the first time we've actually done something like this,
Formal.
anything that I've ever been involved with, Brian's been a huge part of. Just as my friend and, sharing that I show him cuts of stuff early on.
And Lee and I, we've been writing together now for about 12 years, and hopefully we'll make some more movies together. And we send every script to this guy. And yeah, we always, I would love to work with both of them again as much as possible. Tebow.
I just wanted to tell you guys how cool the movie was and how proud I am of you guys, and it was just great.
Thanks, Pete.
If you notice in the movie, when we're going into the literary agency, we have a shot and it says, well, of course you appreciate the struggle of women. You're married to Big Lee over there, and it's a real challenge. My idol growing up right there. She wanted to know about the women and where they came from and if they were based on, I guess, women from our own lives. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know where you draw from when you're writing stuff. I guess you draw from your own experiences. Nothing was like a direct line. Zoe Saldana, who was just spectacular in the movie. Yeah, she deserves that. She really does. She came with so much fire and so much passion for the role of Dora that we actually changed things like on the set, how we were shooting it, because she brought so much to their love story. And so that's a real credit. I think what you're talking about is a real credit to the actors who played those women.
I think that what Zoe did was, I think when Brian and I originally conceived of it, we thought of the choices and how they affected a man, Rory. And when Zoe came in, she really took us in the direction of how it affected them, and she was right.
All right, and with that, let's get another round of applause.